And joining us this morning in Washington is Anita McBride. She served as an assistant to former President George W. Bush and also chief of staff to First Lady Laura Bush. Good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you, Erica.
There is always such a fascination with the family living in the White House, with the children in the White House, especially when they are younger and they're growing up there. Yet, as we heard from Nancy, of course, from the beginning, President and Mrs. Obama have said, look, our kids are off limits. They talk about them a little bit more. Do you think they're striking the right balance there?
I think they're doing what all parents do naturally. They talk proudly about their children. And when you are in this high-profile life in the White House and you're trying very hard to maintain privacy for your kids so that they can grow up in a normal, life in a building that, is obviously very difficult to maintain total privacy. But I think they are striking a good balance, and I think it's just natural for them to talk about them proudly.
You mentioned the normal. How normal really is life in the White House for a child?
Well, I think this is what's so fascinating to Americans, is trying to understand the mystery of life, of a family life that goes on behind those walls. And I think, these are kids that are growing up in obviously a very different atmosphere, but they want what every kid at this age wants. They want to have their friends over to play, which they can do there. They want to, go out with their friends, which they've been able to do and
but they do have the
privately.
Secret Service, and there are certain things that have to be done. So
Sure.
when, for example, when the girls want to have a sleepover, if you go to the White House, you have to be given basically clearance by the Secret Service. I mean, are they going to check out their friends or just the parents?
Well, I think when people come as guests of the first family, not the public tours and not for meetings, people come as guests of the first family. They are handled in a very respectful way, and a way that's, managed by the executive residence to be personal guests of the first family. So, of course, there's always security at the White House, as there should be. We're protecting the leader of the free world and the people that live there. But it's handled in a very respectful way.
We've heard a lot about the structure that they have to their day. No TV during the week. They get up at 6. They have an allowance. They have a savings account. It's tough to have all these people looking in at you, especially nowadays when people expect so much more information. It's more readily available. But it would be hard not to admit that there are some real advantages to growing up in the White House. Run through a couple of those for us.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's a lot of advantages to growing up in the White House. You have some sports facilities right there on your grounds, swimming and tennis, and a great lawn, to play on, a great lawn to take your dog out for a walk, a movie theater to have your friends over. I mean, there's a lot of wonderful things. Of course, this is a temporary custodianship that the Obamas have of the White House, and I'm sure they want to use it to the fullest and enjoy it and try to have an exceptional and exciting experience for their family. So I wouldn't, be surprised if they're taking advantage of all of those things that are there for them.
Anita McBride, appreciate your insight this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Sure.